Hello, welcome back to Wildsunne Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. So this is part 2 of using up these safety envelopes that have pretty patterns inside of them to make envelopes and probably a whole bunch of things out of the paper so that you can see them. So here's one. Let me move this. Here's one that I made in the part 1 video, and you can see it's kind of cool. So we did this. I mean, the window's kind of cool, you know. And here's one that doesn't have a window. Here's one that has a great big tall window. Here's a double window envelope. Another one, another 2 that doesn't have a window. Look at this window. It's just huge. No window. So, yes. So, luscious. As I said, I think last time, I really like the blue safety papers and the black or gray safety papers. They're my faves. And they make pretty great little envelope or big envelopes, even when they don't have a window. And that's sort of fun. So this time, we are going to be dealing with envelopes that are torn on one of the sides, like torn pretty badly actually. And it would make a great pocket, except this whole side is mashed up. So what can we do to make an envelope that we like and that's, you know, like attractive and kind of nice looking? So this is the envelope, the big envelope that I started cutting up last time. And you see the way I opened the envelope was to tear the guts out of it. But there's hope for this envelope, which I will show you in just a second. But first, let's figure out this one. So in the last video, I think, yes, there were 4 quarters of, oh, this one I guess went like that or something. No, didn't. Anyway, somehow. It went somehow. Maybe it went, yeah, I don't know how it went. Anyway, I made this one, and this one came out with nice glued edges, and it looks kind of pretty, and I could make a little thumb divot for the card, and it looked nice. And this one is all mashed up. So this is what I do. First of all, I put on the right pair of glasses. And next, let's talk about this. Do you see that right here? There's actually, the paper tore off in layers, so there's actually a place for me to glue that over. And not really, but sort of. There is there too. And there. And actually, what I usually do with these is I use washi tape. So because this is a black pattern or gray pattern on white, the options that I will choose from are black and white tapes. And I've got a bunch of cute little black and white tapes. But first let's glue right here, which is what we did in the last video. There were sides, and so I could just glue to my heart's content. And it worked because there was something underneath to glue to. All right, so now we have this side is enclosed and the bottom of the envelope is enclosed. So we just have to figure out what to do here. And there's this part of the flap that I tore and it stayed in one place. I think what I will do... So the other thing you can do is you can just like take masking tape. You can take anything and tape this all up, and then the back side, which is going to be a little funky, you glue down into your book like this, and then nobody can see it. Or you could put a piece of masking tape like right here, and it could be used, I don't know, you could put pretty paper on it. You could do lots of things, so no worries. But this is kind of the way that I found that I like, that keeps as much of the integrity of the pattern going. So I could use this tape, which I like a lot. Got it on Amazon, I have no idea where. But it's going sideways, and I'm guessing by the shape of this envelope it'll need to be upright. So this tape is vertical. Let's probably use this one, but I wanted to show you I also have this tape, which is, you know, like handwriting, except you can't read it. It's kind of... And here are two envelopes that I did this thing with. And the writing goes sideways. You know, if you use your pockets like this in the book, the writing's going sideways, but it kind of doesn't matter because you can't read the words anyway. It's really just a scribble washi tape. But just because I haven't used this one yet, let's use this one. Except there isn't enough. Bummer. So I guess not that one. This one really isn't wide enough. And this is also a sideways one. Let's use the sideways one because I have an example of the scripty one, but I don't have an example of this. So let's use this. Kind of tricky to get everything going in the correct direction. On this one, oh, I don't want this white thing showing. I want this to come down and cover up the whiteness. There we go. I'm going to cut this a little long on purpose, and I'll show you why in a sec. And as I fold this tape over, I'm going to fold that little piece of envelope there with it to put that back in place. Now, because there's this white here and I want to cover it up, I'm going to put that over. Then I can bend this up, and I'm thereby making sure that the bottom of the envelope is correctly closed. And I'll just cut that little snippet off. Whoops. That was my scoreboard that decided it needed to take a nap on the floor. And what if, just in case, I want to use this is kind of a bold stripe. So what if I kind of cover that with some more black and white tape? And there we go. So now that that's all closed up, I can take my punch and punch a hole. Actually, they're both kind of the same. Actually, why don't we use this as the front? Now, I talked in the last video about how this punch is actually getting kind of sticky and it's not very sharp. And I had learned a method with using tin foil and waxed paper to sharpen this up. And this is, I think, what I learned. So you get, you know what, let's do 4. Let's fold this in quarters. Okay, so this is 4 layers of tin foil, right? And the idea is you do a couple of punches with this, and somehow the metal on metal will sharpen the punch. Yeah, see, that went through really easily. Less easily, but still, it went through. I'm going to get as much punching out of this as I can. Well, I caught the edge of the tin foil with that, so maybe that's why it got sticky. Okay, so now that I've punched it a couple of times with the tin foil, and I could actually peel these apart and have some nice silver circles, so I might be able to use those somewhere. Now we do the same thing with waxed paper, and whereas the tin foil sharpened the punch, punching through waxed paper is supposed to get some of the slickness of the waxed paper, the waxiness. Ooh, that didn't work. Okay. Well, let's just hope that helped enough. Let's see if I can punch a punch. Ooh. Well, no, that actually did not help. So maybe it's just time for me to buy a new punch. Maybe that's what you do. If you know of another trick to sharpen up punches, do let me know. And maybe it's just because this paper is light. Maybe cardstock would be easier. No, I don't think the cardstock is working any better. Anyway, there is a pocket. And let's see if I have a card that's the right size. And you can put a card in the pocket. And there's lots of space. You could do a little mini cluster. You could, what have I made recently? I've done those wonderful woven frames, weavings in a frame. Check a couple of videos back. And I've made some flat tassels. You could make flowers and put them on. You could decorate with silver circles for the moon. I don't know. But there's plenty of room to, let's find a new page. in my fake journal. So this could be here. You know, you also could take a piece of washi tape, and you could use a little extra glue too, and you could make a hinge here. All right. And then you could put, you know, maybe a not very dimensional flower or some special words or something underneath. So yeah, lots of possibilities in that one. And you saw these. What are the chances? It's right here. So there, I put a little thumb divot. Look at this pattern. Isn't that pretty? This is really unique. I wonder where this is from. I don't know. They didn't tell me. There isn't anything in the corner that says it's from the so-and-so bank or something. So that's what I did on this one. I'm at 16 minutes. Let's see what I can do here. Let's... You know what I think would work better? Let's tear it apart first. Okay. I think I want to... Let's do what we did in the last video. Is first we will fold this in half. And then I will cut a tab on this one. And cut in the opposite direction on this one. Now this one's pretty easy because I'll just fold that over, glue it up. Oops, I guess we will fold it this way. I can cut that little piece of white off, and then yeah, so that's pretty clean and neat envelope. But let's work on the problem child envelope. I think what I would like to do is take some, now this is going to be the top of the envelope and this will be the bottom tab. And there is something of a direction. Get all of those little pieces uncurled. That goes like that. That goes on top. Just put that on upside down. Thank goodness it's washi tape. these are these cute little, actually I'd rather use this one. These sort of are tags. So I'll just use them one by one. And I'm just taping over the line of the tear. And because this is just flat, it's just the front face of the envelope, it shouldn't be too hard to keep that, you know, to keep it sticky. And if it ever comes undone, I could always sneak under with a little white glue. Really, this is just junk mail. I don't think I really have to work this hard, but I am. Okay, so this goes here. I am going to glue this part in place. Is this correct? This is not correct. Oh, that's why. Did you see that? Were you like screaming, Robinson, don't. So match up the fold here with the fold on this one, coming into the bottom. And we got plugged up. Oops, now it's going. Yes, go all the way down here. Okay. There's that. And let's angle that corner a little bit. And then I can fold in this side. Yes, really, this is kind of an excessive amount of work to do for a piece of junk mail. Hoping that will stay. And then this gets folded in this direction. This little piece gets folded in that direction. This gets folded that way. And this just got torn straight across, so I think what I will do here is use this tape. And I'm going to cover up that white spot, which means not a lot of the washi will show over on the other side. So this just becomes an envelope that just has a lot of kind of this subtle black and white patterning going on. Now right here we need a little extra. Right there I needed something extra. And I want to cover up that corner a little bit. No, it's stuck to me. It won't come off. All right, it's off. And this will work. Now, I have shown you that I like these blue envelopes a lot too. So of course, if you have a blue envelope and you want to cover something up there with something that's kind of pretty, you can use a washi tape that goes with the color of your envelope, whatever your envelope color is. So, here we go. Ooh, goodness, we have to stop. So, yeah. So that's how you can make a broken envelope better, is play with washi tape. And of course, you could use regular tape, you know, cellophane tape or masking tape, or, ooh, you could use silver duct tape. Yeah, you can use anything. Yeah, and cover it up with ornaments or a little fussy cut flower or anything you want. My blessing for you is that you find anything you want in your studio. I mean, not to take away the thrill of going shopping, because we all know that's pretty fun. But yeah, like anything you would want to do, you can fix, you can make anew, you can make it pretty, you can, which is kind of another life analogy. Sparkles going across the planet to you all. Yeah, may we all be able to find whatever we need. I'll see you next time. Bye.